I am going to go over a bunch of carries that use rings or have ring finishes, and I'm going to try to hurry through so that my camera doesn't cut out like it did last time. I'm going to use a demo baby, and I'm going to rush through the wrapping portions, assuming that you know how to do that. So first, some double hammock variations. I'm going to use a longer wrap than necessary, just so you can kind of see what I'm doing, because I think that the rainbow is useful. So double hammock variations. So getting baby on my back, I'm going to want the tails to be even. So I'm going to do the one where I start off center, not as if I was going to do it with a candy cane chest belt, but as if I was going to tie under bum or try to tie back in front. My demo baby is not a real demo baby, so it's kind of not ideal, but we'll make it work. I'm not even going to bother to make a seat because we're pretending. Okay, so once you get to this part, rushing through the wrapping, so that was a terrible job. But once you get to this part, and you have your two tails, you can do a single ring finish. This is a single large sling ring from slingrings.com. Feed both pieces through. Flip the top part up so that you have fabric against you, or actually flip the bottom part down because this one's going to flip. So for this one, you flip it down, reach up under, pull all of your fabric through. So you end up like this. Then pull your ring, feed all of that fabric again through that single ring, and then pull it down. So the way I flipped it like it did is so that there's fabric underneath there. This is great because you can really tighten strand by strand after you're finished. You can either spread that over your chest or slide it so it's more like a shepherd's carry finish above your chest. Fan those if you want to. I'm going to unthread quickly. You can do the same exact thing with double rings. So instead of the single through the center, you're going to do one on each side. You can get away with using medium rings for this since it's less fabric through each ring. Pull it down, flip it back up through, and then tighten and pull to the other side. I'm not going to do the other side, but you get the idea. So, I'm going to unthread that, and I'm going to do double hammock rebozo. So, this is the same as double hammock, except it's only one shoulder comes up. So when you finish, instead of bringing it over the shoulder, you would bring it under your arm. Then you're going to take, again, a single ring, and through this top shoulder, you're going to feed it through so there's like a little loop here. And then you're going to take the other side and pull it through that loop. Hopefully you can see, and then tighten the bottom. So you have, whoops, so you have one piece going across, one piece going down, then you can tighten, you can fan this, you can spread this piece out over your chest if you want to. I probably shouldn't even use a demo baby because she's falling out. So those are the double hammock variations. I'm going to take that out. Whoops. So I'm not even going to use a baby from now on. This one is a new one that I found out about and I really like. Well, I guess I kind of have to. Ugh. It's ruck with a knotless finish. So start in the center. Put baby on however you normally do. Make a seat. Which doesn't really work with my demo baby, but that's okay. Both over your shoulder, single ring, both pieces through. In this case, you want to flip the ring part up so that you have fabric against your chest, rather than if you flipped it this way, you would have the ring against your chest. Once you get there, just finish it as you normally would, cross over the legs, cross in back, under the legs to bring in front. You can either tie here, You can do a knotless finish over and under through the side pieces here, or you can also do a knotless finish through the rings, over the top, through the bottom. You always want to do that because then the tail is pinned against you and it helps keep the tension. And the same thing on the other side. And then tighten. So this is a great in the back. It's just a simple ruck, but this keeps the ruck straps from falling off your shoulders, and the knotless finish is pretty nice. Front cross carry with rings is probably one of my favorite ways to use rings because it's more adjustable. That's so horrifying. Than the version with the knot. So it's really even easier to take baby in and out since it's a poppable carry and easily adjustable if you're wrapping maybe a smaller baby and a toddler and you're not sure who's going to want up. So, whole wrap, you're going to put it through so that it ends up at the middle marker. Just a single layer through each side. So right now I have it at the center. And I'm just going to flip this over my back so that it ends up roughly in the middle of my back. And then, just like I would do for a normal front cross carry, I'm going to cross these. I'm going to do one side at a time. Put the ring flat against your back. And then again, always go over the top and through so that the tail is pinned against you. I'm going to pull the other side the other way. Over the top and through so that the tail is pinned. And then you can pull to loosen it a little bit if you need to loosen to get your baby in. Spread all your passes out. And then just reach back here. Sorry, demo baby. Reach back here and pull to tight. And you can even do a strand by strand if you need to. With the rainbow, it's really handy to see what my top part is that might need to be tightened. And we're going to back up. Hopefully you can kind of see what the over the top situation looks like. This is also great if you nurse in this carry. You can just sort of pull to loosen the rings and lower down. You can also do that to get baby out. And the last one that I'm hopefully going to be able to show without my camera dying is Robin's hip carry with a ring. You're going to start this one out just like normal Robin's hip carry. Oh, I don't know why I'm putting my baby on my back. So, just like normal Robin's. Pull this one over here. Make a pretend awful seat. And normally you would cross these two, do one over, one under. But instead, you're going to thread both parts through the ring. And then do one over. Sorry, baby. Do one over, pull it around the back, one under, and then you can either tie there or wrap it around and tie depending on what size your wrap is. It's a little bit easier to adjust where your twisty situation / knot falls if you're using the rings, I find. So that's it. The first few are ones that use ring finishes. The last two, front cross carry and Robin's, were two that use rings during the wrapping stage. So I hope that helps. Again, large rings are going to be your best bet most of the time, but if you're using the sling rings in 2 different pieces for 2 different tails, or if you have a very thin wrap, you can get away with a medium. These are the sizes. This is a large, this is a medium. Small you're pretty much only going to use for like ring waist and wrap conversion May ties or something, so those you're not really going to use for wrapping finishes. I hope that helps. Benefits of rings: you can use a shorter rack than you normally would because you don't have to deal with the knot at the end. So I can use, this is a size 2, and I can use this for a lot of carries like double hammock. You can actually do with a size 2 if you're using rings. It ends up being kind of like a shepherd's carry, but very comfortable. I do that a lot. So hope that helped. Again, thank you, and sorry for dropping my poor demo baby all over the place. Pay no attention to that part of the demo. Thanks.